Hey, John, how are you, bud?
Very well, man. Just hanging in there, doing the best we can under these times. How are you doing?
Doing good. Yeah, about the same. Just trying to stay active and stay, moving and shaking and getting the action going. Yeah, and I think you're right. We were talking right before we hopped on. I think I do have a little bit of complexion right here. It looks good. I might keep it this way. I feel sharp right now.
Well, you realtors always have to look good. Us insurance guys, sometimes we can get away with just doing a good job. We don't have to
You
be
don't
both.
even, yeah, you don't even need a window in that office, do you?
I got one over there. Don't worry about it.
Hey, John, well, listen, I just wanted to reach out to you because I'm talking to a few people that have some small businesses, and I really felt it was important to kind of put a face to a name to a business. We're talking about how we can support these small businesses because we know they are the backbone of our economy, and you're a big part of that. So I wanted to really quickly sort of get into the questions and get a feel for what your business is. And so tell me a little bit about your business and what's the name of the business
Sure.
and what you do and what your typical services are.
Absolutely. Well, Alexander Greep and Tate Insurance here on Oakland Park in East Fort Lauderdale. Pretty standard kind of hometown community insurance agency. We offer everything from small business, homeowners. We do a lot of property and as well as life and health. Very thankful that the governor's deemed us to be an essential business.
Yeah.
So while I do have an employee working from home and another that's home sick, so we don't want her here, and another one we sent home yesterday, everybody who's well is here. We have separate offices for the most part and at least 8 feet between the desks in the one common area.
Yeah.
And we're really not
I was going to
seeing
ask that, John. It sounds like you guys have done what you can to be precautionary and taking all the correct precautions to try to remain safe, not only for your customers, but for you guys as well.
Well, yeah, I mean, it is for both, obviously, because, some businesses, it's straight transactional, such as yourself.
Right.
Not that it's not relationship-based, Matt, but it's more of a transaction. It's one-to-one.
Sure.
And for us, no matter what's going on, you're going to get your homeowner's insurance bill, and if you don't pay it, your mortgage company is going to be giving you the business. Okay. So, it's always moving. So it's very important for us to be here so that our clients know that we're out, looking out for their interests and trying to make sure that everything just moves along.
Right. And, you mentioned in that last statement when you were talking a little about your business that it's, we're the typical insurance. I can tell you nothing about Alexander Greep is typical. They are far and few between, and you do an incredible job, not only just for the realtors that need your services, but just kind of the community in general. You guys are old school Fort Lauderdale. You've been here a very long time. The Greep name, the Tate name, and are certainly names that are synonymous with Fort Lauderdale, and appreciate your support with the community. So
listen, I appreciate those kind words. It's we only are who we are, just like you. We went to Lauderdale High. We live in Fort Lauderdale. Our kids go to school in the city. Steve and I almost put us out in front. My favorite room in this entire office is what I call my wall of fame. And it's every plaque from Holiday Park that Steve and I ever got for coaching. There's over 40 plaques on there, man.
You'll have to send us a picture of that.
Well, I'll do what I can, but I appreciate those kind words. But it's we're all just a part of the same village, and we're all trying to take care of our families and take care of our businesses, take care of our homes, and we're just a cog and a part of that system.
So, John, tell me a little bit about how you guys get business. Like right now, it's not your traditional business environment. Certainly, we're not in the every day-to-day operations. But how do you typically get business? That you work. Is it referral?
Well,
is it?
Yeah. Primarily by referral. Everybody's going to get an insurance bill, and I hate to say it, but most of the time they're higher than they were the year before.
You're right.
So if it's not too much and people are generally happy with their agent, then maybe they're not going to call around. But as soon as they get that bill and it's been jacked up significantly, they're going to be asking their next door neighbor or maybe their realtor or somebody who helped them with the title the year before. And, we just try to do a good job so that hopefully we're on the minds of those people whenever those opportunities come up. And
well,
That's it.
I appreciate all that you do for the community. So I just want to quickly get into those three questions.
Sure.
Question number one is like, so how are you doing right now? How is it going for you in this current climate? How are you guys doing?
Well, I mean, there's certainly a little bit of a downtick, at least in terms of transactions, as I'm sure you know.
Right.
While I think since we're mostly property, it kind of helps that there's been a little bit of a positive momentum with the interest rates, causing a few more closings than normal, which is maybe keeping us a little bit above water for the short term. But I don't know if that's going to be lasting if this thing continues to go out 2 or 3 or 4 months.
Right.
You know, other than that, as I say, we've been here for a long time, so we have a lot of clients that we try to take care of, and we appreciate the opportunities that we've had over the years. So no matter what's going on, you know, we're going to have however many clients who've got a renewal this month, whether it's one that's favorable or one that we need to shop around. So probably the biggest issue I'm having to deal with is just trying to be cognizant of trying to maintain a safe environment for my employees who are able to be here.
Right.
And so anybody with the slightest hint of an illness is being asked to stay home. So as a result, we're working at about half capacity, but still trying to do a 100% job.
Yeah, it's a whole new environment we're in, isn't it?
It is. It is. And who knows, you know, if you'd have told me we would be here 2 weeks ago, I wouldn't have believed you.
No.
And what scares me is where we could be 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, agreed. Most importantly, and I know we're kind of on a business call here, but, you know, tell me, how are the girls at home? How are they holding up?
They're doing great. I mean, you know, my younger daughter's been begging to do virtual school for most of her life. So she's quite happy to go into.
This works out perfect for her.
Yeah, straight hibernation. She's fantastic. And my older daughter, you know, can't wait to be off to the University of Alabama in the fall. Awesome. So she's more or less checked out already. So
good point.
And if there's any Gibbons teachers watching this, I just strike the last few moments of the time. So
the girls are good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear, you know, the business is obviously not what it's normally at, but it seems like you're still grinding and still trying to get business done. It's still most important, trying to be there for the community and for your customers. Exactly. But so tell me, how can you step up now, and how or what will you do to step up now to kind of help out the community that you're in?
Well, you know, it's interesting that this happens at this point in time. And I've thought about this a little bit. I'm quite thankful this is happening in March and not in September or October, when the season is on us and maybe we have a storm coming at us at the same time. I can't imagine what the general stress level would be around here. So I'm kind of thankful that this is happening in the quote unquote off season. But at the end of the day, there's another problem, is that last year, between Irma and the year before, we had 2 storms 2 years in a row that had sustained winds over 175 miles per hour.
Right.
As a result, all the reinsurers that are out there have just dramatically increased their costs. It's causing a lot of people to have really significant increases. Mm-hmm. So when people are out of work, like they are in record numbers apparently today, and when people are unable to do jobs to the same capacity for the same amount of money, about the last thing they need is a 35% increase on their insurance, which if they don't pay is going to be even worse than that from the mortgage company. So, you know, I'd like to think that one of the best things we can do is try to maintain our business and have things be as normal as possible and help our customers from seeing some of the rate increases that unfortunately are a part of this market at this time.
Yeah. And I think when you have somebody that can help you get through that kind of thing, and which is why you have your brokers, your insurance brokers, to help you through that kind of stuff. I think somebody with the intellect and the experience and, you know, the business savvy that you guys have over there, I think it does make, you know, swallowing that pill a little bit easier, although it's not an easy pill to swallow.
You said it. You can come across as being competent and on top of what's going on and really actually be that way. But if there's another $1,000 that the insurance company is looking for me this year, I'm not that smooth, Matt.
Yeah. So tell me, you know, when I kind of have this last question here is, how can your community help you, not only right now, but when we get the all clear? What are you hoping for?
Well, I mean, I appreciate the number of clients who have not attempted to come by and see us. We are open for business. You can give us a call. We are getting phone calls, emails, and everything else. You know, at this time, we all have to be together as a community, as a country,
Right.
and staying home, not being in close contact with others. This is the only way that we're going to get over this as a nation. So
Right.
this isn't anything about what the community can do for me. I'm hoping that I can do for the community,
Right.
but overall the community has to do for itself. And we all have to practice staying at home and doing all the things that are necessary
Got it.
so that we can all get past this together.
All right, dude. I think I lost you there. What happened?
Well, my wife's calling me.
That's awesome,
So
dude.
I wasn't sure how that was going to work.
Yeah, no, well, we know now.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna decline it. So then she's gonna call back in a minute.
Right. So we'll
sorry about
wrap it
that.
up in 20 seconds then.
Maybe slightly more, but we'll see.
Okay. But listen, John, I am going to wrap it up here. I know you're crazy busy and just wanted to make sure that we were, just seeing you, seeing what's going on, seeing how your family's doing and seeing how your business is doing and seeing how we could support you when, not only right now, but when we get the all clear, which I'm hoping is sooner than later.
We're all in this together, Matt. Be safe, my friend.
All right, buddy. We'll talk to you soon. Okay. Take care.
All right. Take care.
All right.
Yeah.